think so, but you know, maybe they have. It's not the Dutch mentality to do this, but maybe they've got one eye on a quarter-final because they're going to end up playing Argentina.
So Holland get the second quarter underway. It's 1-1. They got the early lead in the 7th minute through Levi Velten, but Korea equalising through John Yunbi. And runs it out of play. Long corner, Van Geffen being asked to bring it further along the 23-metre line. In towards Jonker. Oh, Jonker did a brilliant piece of skill. But sadly for her, the advantage not played. Kekela into the circle and gets it clear. Here's Park. Off the stick of Van Geffen. Sio to Han. And obstruction called against Hong Yu-jin. Luring! Luring! Oh, and the flick given. What a bit of skill from Luring. And
not an accident.
Zhang saying it was an accident, and Michelle Meister not agreeing.
It's a fantastic pickup. Thought it was almost too far ahead of it, but that drag is absolutely what basically sells Zhang in goal. Just there. You can see Zhang's body weight going one way and then the other. Whether it's accidental or not is irrelevant. It's a goal scoring opportunity.
And she's put the stick across as well, just to doubly block it. So it's Kaya van Maasaker. There's no Marcia Palman in this Dutch squad. It's Van Maasaker against Zhang. And Van Maasaker comes out on top. The Dutch back in front, courtesy of a penalty stroke from Kaya van Maasaker after a wonderful bit of skill from Lauriane Luring.
Zhang goes the right way, takes half a step to her right before going left. It's down the side netting by Van Maasaker.
And the Dutch fans, they're happy. Can they kick on again? Van Maasaker, the 17th minute. Makes it Netherlands 2, Korea 1. So a good start to this second quarter for the Dutch. We've got to find another answer. And oh. This is An. Dropped out by Kim. Han. Oh. And the Dutch just hanging off and will now put pressure on Hong. Luring trying to come back, but Hong running straight in to Schoenacker. Velten. And Maasaker. Willemijn Bos. Dex now on this right-hand side for the Netherlands. Good patient play from the Dutch. And goes into Schernacker's foot. And see the whistle has blown. Han. And to Kim Da-rae. Haven't seen her in the game so far, Kim Da-rae. She's involved now. Kim Bo-mi. And Han will take the sideline ball. Straight into the stick of Nunink. Dax throws the aerial. And, Dutchman the free hit. Sio penalised.
This is a part of the Dutch play that you don't often see, them being prepared just to keep the ball around the back, waiting for those opportunities to open up.
Van Ass still going. Oh, tries to get the tackle in. Here's Jonker. Jonker on the reverse stick. And Jang has to make the save with the left pad. Marsaka, Van Ass, Hoog. Hoog trying to turn the Korean defence inside out onto the reverse. Oh! Didn't quite get hold of that as she would have liked. And Sio wearing it on the left arm. Possession opponent's half in favour of the Dutch, but the overall possession actually in favour of Korea. But they're certainly testing Jang.
7 circle entries, 6 shots.
5 of which have been on target. Not being played at breakneck pace this game, is it? Here's a chance though, and nice play, Krekala! Oh! The 2 debutants in this tournament almost combining again. They combined for the very first Dutch goal of the tournament, and Lurink almost provides again. That's almost brilliant from Krekala.
Yeah, that was fantastic by Lurink originally. Not quite the touch probably that Krekala would have wanted, but still managed to get a shot away. And it's not too far away. You can see Jang scrambling in the goal.
Oh, nice turn. Up to Park Seong. Ball dropped out to Jang Hee-sun. And now Seo. She's got Hong to her left. She's just come on as a rolling sub, and I don't think Seo saw it. And from Seo, touch around the corner. Now Hong. Hong. Up into Jonker. Free hit. Seo. Good tackling from the Dutch, and then they win the free hit. Krekala bringing it out. Van Geffen.
Pretty tough though for the Dutch. The Koreans are just playing a half-court press, which we can see on the screen, and they have done for most of the game. Apart from almost when they feel like they're in the ascendancy, and then they do put the Dutch back line under pressure. I think there's probably a fear from both sides about giving each other too much room. The Koreans will love to run into space, and the Dutch will use their individual skills and the flooding of the channels to create opportunities.
Unlucky from Keitels. Oh, she's played the ball away. She's fortunate not to pick up a card. Hong. Han to O. Nice bit of skill to try and get Cheon Yun-bil away. Van Geffen. Again, more patient play from the Dutch. (1997) is the last time the Koreans beat the Dutch in regulation time. Champions Trophy pool stage. They won 2-0. They won again. They met again in the bronze medal match. Guess who won that one?
There's a medal on the line.
So just over 5.5 minutes till the half-time break. And off the... Oh, wow. It was off the stick of Park, wasn't it? Oh, Korea have got the...
I think it possibly was for not being 5 metres from the aerial ball being taken down.
Here's Han. And don't forget you can stay in contact with us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Ball into the circle. Let us know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win here in Argentina overall? Nice skill from Hoog. Drops it back out to Velton. Hoog back to Velton again. Velton trying to find Van Ass. Can only find sideline. Cross had to be short because behind her was Kim Da-rae. Kim takes it, drops it to Lee. Kim Da-rae up against Wilhelmine Boss, wins the free hit. Lee takes. And now Wilhelmine Boss gets the ball. Puts it out of play and Korea will come again. Seul. Oh, she's lost it, and a chance here for Ellen Hoog. Hoog against Jiang. Hoog onto the reverse stick. 3-1. Well, you mentioned a little earlier, Mel, that Hoog was so good on the reverse stick, and she shows why there, but a disaster from a Korean perspective. They've been doing so well until that point. And Anne just has, well, just one of those touches.
Tried to move away with it before she's stopping it, and it, as I say, with Ellen Hoog and her reverse stick, she almost takes the ball back into O, fancies the challenge on a 1-to-1. Jan comes out to try and close the angles down, but Ellen Hoog is lethal on that backhand. 3-1 Holland. It's a long way back for Korea now.
It's the third goal of the tournament for Ellen Hoog. Now the leading scorer in the competition. Just before the half-time hooter. Hoog pops it in. So, they've got to find two answers here. The Koreans. They averaged less than a goal a game in the last 2 years, and they've given the ball away again. And that's the Hoda who comes forward, finds Velton, Krekala, Velton. Velton to Krekala. Cross it comes, saved by Jiang, penalty corner. And the Dutch are going through the gears here. But again, Korea giving the ball away.
Yeah, it's the little offloads that the Dutch do, which is impressive, and it's Krekala there playing the ball off Seul's stick. That was probably the first potential penalty corner for danger, and then Jang just batting the ball back through. Simple decision for Michelle Meister to make, but as you say, the Dutch are now just going through the motions, going through the gears. It's an ominous sign.
So Van Maasaker and De Goede at the top of the circle. It's Van Maasaker. Good save, Jang. Dex. Coming up to the final 2 minutes of this first half. Nunning goes infield and Krekala leaves it behind.
Dirks has just taken another one on the foot. She's not having the greatest of game, but this is the replay from Van Maasaker. Trying to take advantage of Jang perhaps being slightly one of the smaller goalkeepers of the tournament, but proving that she's agile and fairly comfortable save for her in goal.
Boss to Van Maasaker. Sio cuts it out. Krekala gives away the free hit. Sio to Han. Han goes to Cho. Sio cracking it in. And Willemijn Boss taking no chances. She had Cho behind her. Sio. Half touch, chance here. And Veenendaal makes the save. It's still alive. Whistle's gone just as Kim Ok-ju was about to stick it into an unguarded net. Wow. The Dutch very fortunate there. Maybe the umpire couldn't see, I don't know, but it was a golden opportunity for Korea to get one back, wasn't it?
Open goal with Veenendaal still on her backside from the save that she's made previously.
So, the top of the circle is Jang. And it is Jang. It's in. Well, they get their goal anyway. Well worked penalty corner, and Korea are right back in this one. There was a deflection, I think, by Park.
There's two of them that go flying in.
It's the first of the two players that gets the deflection, and it is Park Seong who gets Korea back in touch.
Some would argue justice was just served, which is often the case, which is, I guess, what you want.
So Korea get the vital next goal and trail 3-2 now. Been a brilliant opening half of hockey, 5 goals in it. Van Maasaker. Van Geffen. And Boss. I'll just play it to Van Maasaker, and they'll run this down. The Dutch. There's the half-time hooter. And a fascinating Pool A clash here in Rosario. And at half-time, it's the Netherlands that are leading Korea by 3 goals to 2. Well, Mel, that last goal makes it very interesting now for the second half.
Yeah, it does, to concede the penalty corner so close to the end of that, of half-time. I think will not please Alison Annan as the coach, but as we've seen in the previous 2 games, whatever she says to them at half-time seems to have that desired effect. They seem a little bit flat today, I'm not sure why. Body language isn't as open and as positive as it is normally.
Well, Korea then in with a real shout in this one. You feel they need the next goal in the second half. The Dutch, though, are in front. Can they capitalise in the second period? Half-time score here, Netherlands 3, Korea 2. Welcome back, half-time in this Pool A clash at the Argentina Hockey World League final in Rosario, and it is the Netherlands that are in front against Korea by 3-2, but it's been a fascinating first 30 minutes, and the Dutch might be in front, but they haven't had more possession than their opponents. Korea have played very well, and but for a couple of errors in defence, might be level or even better in front. But as it is, they've put those mistakes behind them. They've got that all-important 5th goal in the game, but they'll need to score the next one, you feel, as well, Mel, clearly. But let's have a look at the highlights from that first half. That was the first goal, brilliantly taken by Levi Velton, but well, both defences have made mistakes that have led to goals.
Yeah, it's been an interesting first half, definitely. Van Marsacker scored from the penalty stroke spot. Mistake in the Korean defence lets Ellen Hogan, who's just lethal on her backhand, to give Holland the 3-1 lead. And then this was just a well-executed penalty corner, eventually, that goes in by Park. Hasn't had, for me, the intensity that I was expecting from both sides, but still we've had 5 goals and it's nicely balanced looking towards that second half.
Plenty of circle entries as you expect from the Dutch, and they would always work the keeper. And 3 goals from their 9 shots. But Korea doing more attacking and having more of the ball.
Yeah, I think watching the Chinese play Argentina last night and then Korea again today, it's nice to see those teams actually coming out and giving a good account of themselves. We often see them sort of trying to park the bus and just basically defend and maybe nick the odd goal 1-0. We've said in the commentary that Korea's average goals per game is under 1, and they've scored 2 in this game, and I just think it would be nice to see them actually an attacking force, because they've proved that they can score goals.
Well, they're up against the number 1 side in the world here, the Koreans, and they're giving a very good account of themselves. And like you say, going forward, there's no reason why they should fear any team. It's Korea ranked 8th in the world. The Dutch, as we mentioned first, they're the defending Hockey World League champions. They're the reigning Olympic champions, the reigning World Cup champions. They failed to add the Champions Trophy to their cabinet last December, finished third, excuse me, yeah, sorry, Argentina beat Australia in the final, didn't they, on the shootout, and finished second at the European Championships. But they're always there or thereabouts when it comes to the big medals being decided, and no doubt they will be here or thereabouts on Sunday, battling for the medals. Teams just making their way back out onto the pitch, and Wienendahl continues in goal, and we're just about a minute and a bit away from the start of this second half. Don't forget, of course, our social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Our Twitter handle at FIH_hockey, FI Hockey for Facebook and Instagram. And Alison Allen making her way across the park. We might be able to get a quick chat with her to get her thoughts on that first 30 minutes. Sarah Thomas will be asking the questions. Let's see what she's got to say.
Alison, you lead 3-2 at half-time. What are your thoughts on your first half performance?
No, I'm not very happy with our first half performance. I think that we've not played the game that we can play. We're apprehensive in our play, so I hope in the second half that we're going to play the game that we should be playing against Korea.
And is there anything more you've asked the girls to do in the second half?
There's a lot of things that I've asked them to do in the second half differently, but most importantly is play the game.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Yes, didn't look happy. But as you said, Mel, and as we've mentioned, it's been played in sort of third gear, isn't it, this game at the moment? We know the Dutch can play a lot quicker. Can they deliver against a difficult side? Like when Korea defend, they defend with 11, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And I think, as we said, the body language speaks volumes. You can tell by the tone of Alison Allen's voice that she's not very happy at all. You almost fear for Korea in the second half because I would imagine the Dutch have had a bit of a rocket at half-time.
Well, will the Koreans allow the Dutch to play? We'll wait and see. Second half underway. Korea attacking the goal to our right-hand side. And first play is an error from Korea that puts them under a bit of pressure. But they get the first free hit. Belton Van Marsacker and Hoog, the goal scorers for the Dutch. Korea Chun Yun Bi with a very cheeky little finish. And Park Seong from the penalty corner. Oh. So An. And the pass. Not finding the intended recipient, in fact going out of play. Now, Keitels, the score. The score around the corner to Hoog, who spins it back in. It's gone against the Dutch. Forwards from Kim. Park allows Van Marsacker to put it out of play. Back across to and Korea happy to play it around the back. And there's the pool standing with the score as it is. The Dutch topping Pool A. Now, first in Pool A plays fourth in Pool B, second place third, etc., etc. So that would mean the Dutch will play Argentina. What a belter that would promise to be. And while the other positions yet to be decided, of course, with New Zealand playing Germany a little later on. But that's a wayward ball from Ellen Hoog trying to find Van As. Breathe and count to 10, Alison. Korea coming again, trying to win a penalty corner. Van As is in there, shot comes in. But it goes against the wild swinging hand.
Just amazing as we keep picking up on the body language, and it's Ellen Hoog makes a mistake there, passing to Naomi Van As. Normally, those things happen in a game. The Dutch, it doesn't even affect them, but you could just see Ellen Hoog's shoulders slump forwards. She trotted back into position. Whether it's because they've got another game back to back, I don't know. I can't imagine that's the case, but I guess it's the expectation that we all have on the Dutch. We expect them to come out. We expect them to win every game. We expect them to win most of the medals, make finals.
Well, like you say, Mel, we talked about it, whether or not the day's delay would make a difference. You know, when you come into a tournament, you think, right, okay, I'm playing Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then suddenly, oh, hold on, we're not playing Tuesday, we're playing Wednesday, Thursday, and it can maybe mess with your psyche. Like you say, they're very experienced and very professional, so you wouldn't imagine it would. But also it may be that they know that they could afford to lose this game and still top the group, such as their superior goal difference.
You tried to make out that it's not a factor, but subconsciously
something
it will
is.
be. Yeah,
Something must be.
Subconsciously it will be. What they do have in their armoury, though, is Alison Annan, who's been there as a hockey-roo in that golden age. She knows what it's like as a player with the expectations, and she knows about these scenarios, so she can almost relate to what is potentially the mindset of the Dutch players out there.
Yeah, you mentioned the medal haul of Alison Annan. She was part of that Hockey-Roos team between 94 and 2000 that won 2 Olympic gold medals, 2 World Cup gold medals. And arguably, along with Luciana Aymar, the recently retired Argentinian skipper, best exponent to the female game. Almost good connection between Van As and Veltin.
The only real difference between those two players is the span at which their international career was over. Luciana Aymar started at the age of 16 in the national team and finished at 37.
Yeah, good tackle from Dax. And, Cho was trying to find the penalty corner, but just missed the ball. That's a very long career for Luciana Aymar. Oopsie. She's missed it. Has Krakula. There are a couple of retirements along the way, though, weren't there, for Aymar?
I tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if she rocks herself out in Rio. I really wouldn't. Really wouldn't.
Well, we'll wait and see. Well, I guess it depends if she turns up at the Champions Trophy in London in June. That's the next big international tournament for the ladies on the hockey stage. Top 6 teams in the world will be there. The Dutch will be there, the Americans, Great Britain, and 3. The winner here will go, as in the winner of this tournament, will go to the Champions Trophy in London in June, being held at the Lee Valley, where the European Championships were recently held. Van Geffen into Schoenacker, who drops it out to Van Marsacker. Dax off the stick of Kim Ok-ju, is it? Yes, it was. Sideline ball to Holland. And Hoog gets a second attempt at it. Wins the free hit. The score. Korea. Get it clear, or do they? Yes, they do. And Marsaka gives away the free hits. Olsen soon. Midpoint of the third quarter. The one in which the Dutch have really put the foot to the floor in previous matches, but not the case here. I can't remember either keeper being worked in this quarter so far.
There's been many chances at all. Both teams just prepared when they've got the ball to keep possession.
Schoenacker for score. Nunning trying to find Felton, but off the stick of Anne. And Geffen to Velton. Velton takes it quickly, but runs straight into Kim Ji-yoon. Takes it across the far side. Hopefully Ellen Hoog's happy. You can hear on the effects mic shouting that it wasn't from there. Schoenacker brings it under control. Drops it to Dex, to Van Marsacker. She's got nowhere to go, Van Marsacker. Finds Dex. Korea look to press now. Schoenacker. Van Geffen. The score. And the score's picked up a stick in the ribs, and there's going to be a card shown here. Green card to Kim Ok-ju. So, numerical advantage here for the Dutch for 2 minutes.
Hand in the back more than anything into the ribs. Might have been the stick
between the legs,
between
anyway.
the legs, but anyway.
Krekelaar wins. Oh, well, that's no. I thought that was a Dutch free hit. It wasn't. It was signalled as a Korean free hit. So Kim obviously saw that before engaging, or at least I hope she did. Otherwise, it was a very risky strategy. Lee. Schoenacker gives away the free hit. Nice bit of skill. Oh, to Anne. back, and now Lurink leads the charge as well, she is the only presser, in fact. So Korea should be able to get this out fairly comfortably. They've turned possession over. Park unable to keep it in play. Now Van Ass has a lot of space to run into, but plays it back into the traffic, trying to find Lurink, and it's easily picked up by Osun Sun.
That ball's quite interesting because we, in previous games, are so used to seeing the Dutch flooding in the channels and playing out wide. Suddenly, for some unknown reason against Korea, they're going down the middle.
Belton across to Lurink. Off the post, into the keeper, through the keeper. Jonker scores. Kelly Jonker finds the backboard after a scramble in the Korean circle. The first shot by Lurink after Velton's run, saved by the keeper. Oh, in fact, comes off the post. Just.
That's a fantastic shot by Lurink originally. Deserved that opportunity with the amount of running that she's been doing up front, and Jonker in off the post. And that's what the Dutch can do, just quite casual, happy to allow Korea to have the ball around the back. Suddenly they spring. 40.
Kelly Jonker in the 41st minute makes it 4-2. She scored in the second game against New Zealand, got the second goal. Now, can the Dutch kick on again? I think Alison Allen might have a minor fit if they concede a third goal. Keitels to Krekela. Hoog. Lurink has had a very good game, hasn't she? She's done a lot of running. Someone's getting a card. It's, it is Osun. Oh, Hoog with a very lackadaisical reverse stick. So the defender, Osun Sun, has a 2-minute break. Seo. Touch from Dex, for the mine boss. And beaten to it by Han was Lurink. And unable to keep it in his Cho. As Kim Da-rae played it into the circle. Van Ass starting to open up a little bit now, the game. Van Ass on a bite down that right-hand side. She's got Hong for company. Van Geffen. Oh, the score turns brilliantly. The score into the circle. Van Geffen's put her hand up because she thought it was a foot, but the score, I think, realised it was onto the hand that was on the stick. Hoog. Still going Hoog into the circle. Little touch from Jonker and cleared off the line from Seo. Almost a 5th goal for the Dutch. The score in towards Hoog. And Korea scramble it clear. Well, they don't, because Van Geffen's picked it up. And it's a free, well, sideline ball to Korea, or is it a free hit? Either way, oh, it's a sideline ball. Oh, there's a touch from Jonker and it hits Jang's stick. Jang just trying to be as big as possible, and on that occasion it works for her. She's had a good tournament, Jang Soo-ji, so she's probably made her bit of luck there. Schönacke. Boss. And Marsaka. Inside the final minute of the third quarter, Keitels. That's the Dutch, and down the left has been their favourite. Oh, it's pretty even. Van Ass. Still going, Van Ass goes to ground. 30 seconds remain. Have to be quick here, the Dutch. Van Ass still going, Van Ass into the circle, Van Ass shoots, long corner. Schoenacker takes to Van Marsacker. My boss tries to fire another long corner, and while the time will beat the Netherlands, and there is the 3/4 time hooter, and the Dutch have got the 6th goal, and they lead by 4 goals to 2. Kelly Jonker, the scorer of it.
The Netherlands leads 4-2.
Rather flat first part of that 3rd quarter, and then the Dutch were stepping up in the final 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, I think both sides sort of came out very tentative at the start of the second half. Korea, I guess, are going to have to go for it, but they may be quite happy with where they're at and may want to conserve some energy for tomorrow. But again, really positive signs from both teams, happy to keep the ball at the back. I think the thing for me with the Dutch is they allow Korea a certain amount of time, and then all of a sudden they just spring and then try and put the defenders under pressure.
Well, Korea, if they end up losing this, will need New Zealand to beat Germany if they are to avoid Australia in the quarterfinals. Seeing some of the highlights here of the 3rd quarter. So that's the last couple of chances that the Dutch created. But they're in a good place now, the Dutch, leading by 4 goals to 2. But they certainly won't want to concede the next goal, because nick another one would be even better for them. Smiles all round from Liedewij Veltin. Hasn't been the most fluent of Dutch performances thus far in this final pool match for them. Korea then get this final quarter underway, and it's the Dutch that lead by 4 goals to 2. Tackle from Schoenacker. Here goes the score. Hoog sees a nudge from Jiang. Tries to find De Goede. De Goede's been very quiet in this game.
I think a number of their, what I would class key players here. Naomi Van Ass has pretty much been non-existent. She hit the deck a couple of times in the first half and hasn't really seemed that interested. We're so used to seeing her running with the ball and basically causing havoc in an opponent's half, and she's been non-existent, pretty much spectating this game.
Yeah, Veltin hasn't been as involved as she has been in the first 2 pool matches. There she is. Liedewij Veltin scored the first goal. Oh, that's it. Back from Anne. Almost again. They contrived to put themselves under pressure, Korea. De Goede unable to trap it on or cleanly. The aerial looking for Han. It's missed everybody. Into the leg of Willemijn Bos, but under no pressure. So play on Van Geffen. Schoenacker. Bos. Oh, Bos has had a shocker, and here comes Kim Da-rae. Kim Da-rae, Bos with a brilliant recovery tackle, but Well, Kim Dalray just nibbling with the stick, but Philomene Boss, what a poor touch that was.
Just took her, I guess, her eye off the ball as she's trying to deliver the pass, but she does exceptionally well to get back and make the tackle, make amends for the mistake that she made.
We've seen so many loose balls out of defence in this game, haven't we? Ball across. Shot. Oh, loops up from Ellen Hoog and onto the bar. Long corner. Taken by Nunink. Boss and Marsaka. Van Geffen. There's the quarter by quarter stats, and as you can see in the first half, Korea doing more of the attacking, but since half time, look at that, 81-19 in that third quarter. And but even with that 19%, they got 3 circle entries as the ball comes in again. It's fallen loose to Nunning, to Marloes Ketels, who caps her first time as captain of the Dutch side with a goal. And once again, the Dutch spring on the Korean defence. Fine finish from Ketels.
It all started out wide, I think, with Hoda, but that's a fantastic finish. First time.
And I
Pass
think
initially from Nunink.
I think it's the fact she's taken it first time that's beaten Jang. But Marloes Ketels with a very, very well taken goal. And the Dutch now are very comfortable. 22-year-old Ketels. Winning her 55th cap. And scoring her 5th goal for her country. And here come the Dutch again. Van As into Veltin. Lovely skill from Veltin. Still going. Wins the penalty corner. Well, Veltin, all about her determination there. Now, is that cracker on the top of the knee? It's the right leg she's flexing. Onto the knee, is it?
Beautiful piece of skill beforehand, though, just lifting the ball up on her stick and trying to take the ball to the space without letting the ball bounce.
It's Van Marsaka and De Goede at the top of the circle. De Goede with the white headband. Van Marsaka with the orange one. Van As with the injection. It's Van Marsaka off the post. And desperately close once more. That's the second time Van Marsaka's hit the post from a penalty corner. We've seen a lot of shots coming back off the frame of the goal in this competition as a whole. Nunning trying to get it out for the shot. But Cho will bring it away. Van Marsaka desperately close to her 2nd of the game and the Netherlands 6th. Oh, to Jang. Down the line it goes. Van Geffen with the missed trap, and then it's missed trap by Chun Yun Bi. Ketels to De Goede round the corner to Krekela. De Goede gets the free hit. First time across. Oh, they left it. It's gone all the way across, and Veltin almost takes advantage of it, plays it back into the centre of the park for Krekela. It was just behind her, but that was almost another error in the Korean defence leading to a goal. They just had no idea Veltin was behind them.
Yeah, the ball across between goalkeeper and last defender, but this is the penalty corner from Van Marsacker. Straight onto the middle of the post.
So look at that goal difference, plus 10. Everybody else in negative goal difference. And that goal important because Korea now bottom of the table and they are playing Australia. So a New Zealand win though would put Germany back below them on goal difference. It depends if the Dutch score some more, I guess. Dirks can't keep it in play. So now the Koreans need a goal. That's a dangerous lead by Schoenacker, but it's beaten everybody, including Chon. The score. Trying to find Jonker. Jonker leaves it for the score. The score, lovely skill, across it comes. And Jang lets it go. It almost came off the inside of the post.
Great skills by Park. See it so often now with players so comfortable just lifting the ball off the turf.
Just under 7.5 remaining in the match. Netherlands 5, Korea 2. And that second goal from Korea, only the 15th goal the Dutch have conceded in the last 2 years. On this left-hand side with Van Marsacker. Philomijn Bos, Van As, Ketels, Schoenacker, nice pass back, taking 3 Koreans out of the game. And Luring does well, Luring into the circle, chance here for Jonker. Advantage being played. And finally put out a play for a long corner. Jonker wants the penalty corner for the stick tackle by the keeper, but the umpire will argue that she played advantage for the reverse stick shot. Looks like forwards can't have their cake and eat it these days. And the card coming for Van As, is it? No, for Schoenacker. And it's all the way through. Martin Allen just having a chat with the technical bench. Schoenacker having a breather. Jonker disappointed. Schoenacker with a second green card of the tournament. Kim Da-Ray. Long corner. So Korea needing another goal here if they can, just to improve their goal difference. They need a New Zealand win, whatever. A draw would give Germany 2 points, and Korea are only going to finish with 1 because there's just over 4. Belton down again. just losing her footing.
Just wonder whether it would change the mindset of particularly the Germans. They now know what they need to do, whereas had the matches been played yesterday, that wouldn't have been the case.
Yep, originally Germany were scheduled to play before Korea. Well, they still had to go out and win, wouldn't they? De Goede. Krekelar to her left, but De Goede taking it into the centre. Now looks for Hoog on the right channel. Hoog back across. De Goede into the Jang. And that's a penalty corner. Played into An by Jang. And De Goede with her first real contribution to the game.
Yeah, fantastic link-up play between De Goede and Ellen Hoog. I thought initially as she took the touch she was absolutely going to let rip, but she didn't.
So, at the top of the circle, De Goede and Van Maasacker, they're having a little chat. They've swapped batteries anyway. Van Maasacker to the right, perhaps just wanting a little extra space to whip it round to the keeper's right, or will De Goede take on the responsibility? No, it's Van Maasacker. Good save from Jang. That one looked a little bit too central. But, you know, she's got it on target and there could have been a rebound. De Goede for score. And it's just been missed by Krekelar on the far post.
This is the corner from Van Maasacker. She went to the far castle to try and open up that stick side, which is probably her favoured side. She just doesn't manage to get enough body rotation on it, and it really is straight down the middle for Jang.
The score. Good work from Schoenacker. Oh, she couldn't get hold of that ball, and her crowded out on the edge of the circle. Just over 2 minutes remaining. A goal for Korea would be hugely important in terms of the pool standings. Cho lifting it. Oh, Wienendahl wanted it. Boss put it out of play.
Van Maasacker did really well to get her feet out of the way.
Lee has to bring it further along the 23-metre line. Schellmeister happy now. This is Kim Ok-ju. And lifted into the Dutch defender. Big change of personnel for the Dutch for this as the 16 is taken. Final 80 seconds, and while the Dutch have won without being scintillating, Mel.
It's just been I guess a workmanlike performance by them, not one that we were really expecting or we're used to seeing from them. Maybe some of the inexperience from the players out there, they've not been in this environment or this situation before, and it's a huge learning curve for them, but it's an ominous sign. Still a 5-2 win.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we're saying this and they've won 5-2. So it's the expectation, isn't it? Especially with the bar that they set in the first 2 games. And Geffen.
I think they'll certainly be looking at the performance rather than the scoreline going into the quarterfinals.
Ketels leaves it. Free hit to the Dutch. Final passages of play. Ketels to Nunink, up into the circle and cleared by Seo. Seo to Chun Yun-bi, who scored the first of the Korean goals. Ketels crowds are out. And that is the end of that. The Dutch have made it 3 wins from 3. The final hooter sounds. And it's another good win for the Dutch. They have beaten Korea by 5-2 and end the pool stages here in Argentina with 3 wins out of 3. So we know now that the Netherlands will play Argentina in one of the quarterfinals. What a belter that promises to be. The other 3 still very much up for grabs. Korea at the moment are playing Australia, but should New Zealand manage to beat Germany, then Germany will drop to the bottom of the pile and they will play Australia. So it's handshakes all round, but the Dutch have scored another hatful of goals. Final score, Netherlands 5, Korea 2. So let's have a look at some of the highlights. This is the opening goal, leaded by Veltin with a beautiful touch from Ellen Hoog's cross. Hands perfectly for Veltin to deflect past Jiang, but an error from Dex let Chon in for a very smart finish. Good angle, this one. Like that one, don't you?
I do, because I just think it's cheeky and unorthodox.
Penalty stroke after Jiang had brought down Lurink. Hoog with a wonderful goal, but that's the 2 defences giving away ball, cancelling each other out. Just before half time, good deflection from Jiang. And Jonker, the second time of asking, getting that one in. And then the skipper, Keitels, the skipper for the day anyway, with this finish here. Good finish, that one. And that was Keitels scoring, and this is Keitels speaking. She is with Sarah Thomas.
Marloes, a much improved second half performance. What was the difference?
I think we played the ball more, less running, and yeah, we improved in the second half.
And I mean, you have a lot of goal scorers, including yourself. Do you think that's what gives you guys the edge?
Yeah, I think a lot of different scores, and that's the result of more passing the ball. So yes.
Brilliant. Well, good. Well done today, and good luck for the quarterfinals. Thank you.
Yeah, good to hear from Marloes Keitels, 22 years old. She's captaining her side and scoring a goal. What a day for her. There's the stats. And, well, possession in opponent's half in favour of the Netherlands. But actually, overall, the Koreans shade it 51-49. But it's what you do with the ball. But look at these circle entries, 32. It's a very attacking game.
It is. And I mean, 22 circle entries, 18 shots is phenomenal by the Dutch, and it's what you would expect. But I think there are, you know, the signs there. Korea managed to get into the circle 10 times and get 4 shots away. So, in a sense, it gives hope to anyone that's playing against the Dutch.
Okay, so this is the pool standings after that result. The Netherlands top the table. Next, it's New Zealand against Germany. But, well, that's very important to decide who finishes where. Third place will play China. Second place will play Great Britain. And, well, New Zealand have been performing very well in this competition so far. Germany less well, but the form book was ripped up yesterday. And certainly Korea ripped it up a little bit today by scoring 2 goals. So perhaps Germany can spring a surprise on the Black Sticks. But the Dutch have made it 3 wins from 3. They're the only side in the competition with a 100% record. And as always, they have laid down the marker for the other 7 teams here in Rosario. Veltin opening the scoring, but the inquest will continue. But the Dutch top Pool A. They have defeated Korea by 5-2.
Get the party started. Get it on, get a move on, kids. Rock to the beat. Stomp and jam, trip on this. Get up on your feet. Before the eyes, before you promise. Get down to the beat. Stomp and jam, trip on this. Get the party started. Get it on, get a move on, kids. Rock to the beat. Stomp and jam, trip on this.
Two next teams are ready for their warm-up session. Welcome Germany and welcome New Zealand.
Walking, carry you as my side.
also involved in the Hockey World League final. You can follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube. For pictures, videos, and more, like us on Facebook, on news, follow us on Twitter. For behind the scenes, visit Instagram, and for max replay, you can go to YouTube. And if you post pictures or comments, ladies and gentlemen, please use the hashtag HWL2015 or hashtag make your mark. Coach of Germany is Daniel Müller. Team of New Zealand for today, Olivia Mary, Katrina Webster, the 11th goalkeeper, Brooke Hill, Sarah Johnson, Samantha Charleston, Liz Thompson, Sophie Fox, Johnston Pierce, goalkeeper Georgia Barnett, Gemma Flynn, Charlotte Harrison, Rose Cadell, Chelsea Smith, Pippa Hayward, Catherine Henry, Stacey Nicholson, and team captain Anita Funk. Coach of New Zealand is Mark Hager, and the umpires this afternoon for China, Lin Liao, and for the United States, Maggie Giddens. Would like to thank Hero Motorsport Limited, the world's largest manufacturer of two-wheelers, for being a global partner of FIH. Also thanks to Grace and Continental SCI, FIH's global suppliers. Grace, since 1855, the world's leading hockey brand, and Continental SCI, the world's leading and fastest growing synthetic sports mobility construction company. Thank you so much for your support.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Rosario for the Argentina Hockey World League final. It's the final Pool A match. Germany take on New Zealand. Well, this is the Pool A table coming into this final match, and as you can see, Germany just above Korea on goal difference. A win will lift them into second place, but should New Zealand win by 3-2, then Germany and Korea will have to come out for a shootout to decide the bottom 2 positions, because the two sides drew 1-1 in their previous match. Well, here come the two sides now. They played each other last week in Buenos Aires at 2 matches, so they know each other very well. The first one was a 1-1 draw, the second one a 2-1 victory for Germany. But New Zealand, on the form we've seen here in Rosario, come into this one as the favourites. Right, the sides are out. Let's have the national anthems of both teams. We'll have Germany's first and then New Zealand's. Well, this match carried over from yesterday because of the weather. These two teams had actually made it to the pitch when they were turned back because of the heavy rain. This is the German lineup, and well, keep your eyes out for number 19, Laura Keeble. She's not starting, she is on the subs bench, but she has been one of the most impressive players for Das Danas. But number 8, Schroeder, is also one to keep an eye on, but her mistake led to the Korean equalising goal on Sunday. They've been lacking a cutting edge here, Germany. Can they find it against the Black Sticks? Well, there is Yamelon Mulders, been in the job now for 3 years, recently signed an extension to his contract, but he'll be hoping that his side can finally find some form here in Rosario. Well, as for the Black Sticks, special mention for number 13, Samantha Charlton. She wins her 150th cap today, so congratulations to her. They'll be trying to play a quick game. Germany aren't the fastest around the back, but with the likes of Anita Punt, they could be stretched. The Black Sticks are coached by Mark Hager, the former Kookaburra. 231 caps and 179 goals for Australia. So the umpires for this one, Maggie Giddens of the United States of America and Miao Lin of China. Carol Metchett from Ireland is the video umpire, should we need her. So a crucial game here in Pool B, in Pool A, excuse me. We know the Dutch have won it, but we don't know the final positionings from 2 through to 4. Germany get us underway, wearing their all-white strip, attacking the goal to our left-hand side. New Zealand in their all-black strip, and joining me, Charlie Broom, in the commentary box for this one, the former Wales and Great Britain international Sarah Thomas, and so much up in the air before this game in terms of pool standings, but also in terms of German performances. It hasn't been great by Germany up until now.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't clicked completely for them yet, but as we see in all tournaments, you know, teams progress throughout, and as long as they can take something from each game and build on it, then yeah, for me today this is a real open game. We know from New Zealand they, you know, a really dominant team, and they like to attack, especially through the centre of the field, and it's just how Germany respond to that, whether they close the centre down and therefore deal with it comfortably.
Well, as we found out yesterday, it makes very little difference how you start a tournament, it's how you perform on the day. Argentina were brilliant in their first game, and they've got steadily worse throughout the tournament. They finished bottom of the pool, of their respective pool. New Zealand will be hoping for a rare victory over Germany. Last win, I can see as we see this replay, was the last win was back in June 2011, 4-3 in the first of a 2-match series in Berlin. Before that, it was March 2004, an Olympic Games qualifier, 3-2. So they don't beat Germany often, New Zealand. Neil, under pressure. There's more tempo about the German game already. They're pressing much higher up the park than they have done previously.
Yeah, it's much better. And as I said, every game I've seen some small improvement, particularly with the defensive structure. And we know Jami Mulders is very good in terms of his tactics. So I'm sure these teams know each other extremely well, and Germany will do everything in their power to stop them.
Here's a chance here now for Punt. Punt into the circle, finds the cross. It's beaten everybody. Sophie Cox was the nearest New Zealand player to it on the reverse stick.
Yeah, you see Punt, I mean, we both know she's got such speed and skill. Trying to get that ball across, unfortunately he's got a bit of a bobble on it and actually fallen behind one of the forwards there in the circle. But we'll see a lot from her in this game, I'm sure. She's always wanting to get on the ball, Punt, and make things happen, and she genuinely is a very exciting player for New Zealand.
And she was eliminated really in the game against the Dutch.
Yeah, I guess, you know, it's difficult with somebody who plays with so much speed in the game. If they don't have the space to play in that, as per with the Dutch side, just eliminating it, you really do struggle.
Tashka and Altenberg exchange passes. Altenberg on the reverse stick cross, and it's left by Thompson. A draw would be good enough for New Zealand to stay in second place, and they would then play Great Britain in the quarterfinals as Keddle drives it in the channel into the Germany circle. Muller.
Well, a real high press there from New Zealand, but a fantastic ball from Julia Muller just to get them out of trouble. And having her playing as a left half has really brought something different to the German game. She can smash the long balls down, but like you see, balls like that, she's not afraid to take them.
Nice spinning field. And the ball to the forward line, cut out by Hasselman. And Hasselman showing her frustration early on.
Yeah, you can see the tussle between the two. She's just trying to get the stick off her, but I'm sure Gemma Flynn didn't mean to do that.
Good interception. Now a chance here. Smith. And it was straight onto the stick of Muller-Wieland.
Yeah, you can see the New Zealand side trying to get into the circle, can't you, and just trying to play it to the baseline, but at the moment it's already covered.
Cox, they're in round the back now. But a little bit of indecision there by Pearce, trying to get it onto the open stick side rather than pinging it across on the reverse. Quickly taken, long corner. Muller-Wieland gets it clear to Haase. Spinning is Franziska Halke, who's got the captain's armband for today. A number of the teams rotating the captaincy on a game-by-game basis. Keeble almost finding the perfect ball for Teshka. Gemma Flynn penalised. She comes in for the ball with Cecile Pippa. Muller-Wieland goes to the corner. It's going to be too much for Pippa. Oh, picked on the reverse stick by Charlton. Onto the foot of Anita Punt. Muller-Wieland tries to pick out Keeble. Hasselman looking for Schutzer, but it's cut out, and here come New Zealand. They've got numbers forward, have New Zealand, but the ball is cut out by Korth.
Both teams are struggling to get that connection at the moment, aren't they, between players?
Ball into the circle, can't bring it under control. New Zealand, and it's just shoveled clear. And Rutherford's going to let this one go out over the goal line. Gunson on this right-hand side for New Zealand, feeding it up the line to Webster, who can't keep it in. Shoots it, leaves for Julia Muller. Hasselman, Korth on that right-hand side for Germany. The long ball is cut out by Kettle. Infield and then lost by Smith. Henry has to leave the ball, and the free hit just outside the 23, taken by Schroeder. Lovely skill from Schroeder. In it comes. No touch, but Oldhaffer and Hoffman were in very close attendance to Sally Rutherford's goal. Gunson drops it out, and now Germany will look to try and press as Henry clears it down that right line. Harrison helped on by Smith. Here's Hayward, drops it out to Neal. Cutouts by Oldhaffer. Schutzer trying to set Oldhaffer away. And Neal gets across, but Oldhaffer does well. Neal was trying to usher that out. rather than playing it. Schroeder rifles it in, and it's stopped on the edge of the New Zealand circle by Henry.
Yeah, just another moment there. Germany win the ball back. Excellent work from Oldhaffer. Didn't look like she had the legs to get there, but what a steal that was, setting her team up. But the next moment then from Schroeder, I think Germany and New Zealand, the culprits at the moment, are just trying to get that ball in early and maybe need to take that extra pass and try and play it around rather than through.
Free hit for Germany. There's Otter through Schroeder. And Neil battling to keep it out of the circle. A hand on the back, got to be careful there. As Webster. Kettle gives up possession. Oldhaffer.
Yeah, good piece of skill from Oldhaffer, but I mean, realistically, she needs to try and move forward on that, try and play a ball down the line, try and get a teammate involved in the game. And yes, it is difficult when you've got players around you, but
Gunson finds Harrison. She's got support in the middle with Flynn. It's still there. Here's Flynn again. And Germany. Oh, Miao Lin, the umpire's given the penalty corner, but Julia Muller's referred it.
Kyra, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mia, are you looking for a foot?
Yes, I'm looking to be in foot. Please check.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Lin has given the penalty corner.
yeah, this is a ball here, so we've got Flynn on the baseline. You can see comes off the stick. And oh, it looks from that angle that it's gone off the stick and between
Okay, Meow.
Julie Muller's feet.
There is no foot, so it's a free hit for the defense. Germany keeps the referral.
Thank you, Kyra.
So there is no foot. In which case it should be a long corner,
Yeah.
should it not?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Cox pulls it back in. It's our hand-eye coordination by Korth, and Schütze wins the free hit. Schroeder. Cut out by Cox. Teschka. Muller. All the way to Otter on that right-hand side. Otter into the 23, still going. Otter drops it for Korth, and it's been robbed by Harrison. Harrison drops it out into the midfield. A chance here now for Webster. Pulls the trigger and drags it wide. The follow-through catch, Julia Muller. She's okay, but that's a real opportunity for New Zealand.
Yeah, a great steal initially. Charlotte Harrison, someone we've not mentioned yet, but back into the team and such a skillful player and a ball carrier as well. Here's the shot, and she's just got hold of that, but it's whipped across the goal, hasn't it? And in doing so, it's got a little lift on it as well, meaning that Gemma Flynn's unable to get on that. But Mark Hagel will be disappointed with that. That really should be going on target from that angle.
Christina Reynolds in goal for Germany today. Amelon Mulders has been alternating his keepers. Confirmation there of that March 2004 win, but as I say, there was a two-test series in 2011 that New Zealand won one of them. Muller Wieland. He's it up into Hauke. Hauke to Schroeder. Schroeder off the foot. Well, umpire not blowing. And Hasselman has missed it. Here's Olivia Murray. There's plenty of New Zealand shirts in the circle if they can move it. Muller Wieland with a really important touch. It's not out of danger though. And well done from Reynolds. And that all came about a counter-attack from New Zealand when I think Germany will feel they should have had the free hit.
Yeah, it did look like that was to be the case, didn't it? Schroeder doing really well initially to try and track back and win it, but that aerial ball just getting past Hasselman. Great steal from Muller Wieland, but then Flynn winning it back. But Christina Reynolds, as you've mentioned, the goalkeepers, Germany generally do have two awesome goalkeepers, and she's up to the task on that one.
Muller Wieland. Here goes Flynn. Flynn taking it herself. Let's play on, says the umpire. Teschke fired forward and Hoffman around the corner to Haase. Cross it comes and had to be a certain touch from Charlton. Down that right flank, we're inside the final 30 seconds. Chance here, rather than clear, straight back to Hoffman. And Hoffman can only find the side netting. What a chance that is for Germany.
Yeah, Germany look to do this a lot now. Julia Muller smashing those balls in. You can see Hoffman on the floor trying to get that ball towards goal while she's on the ground, but she's just come off the wrong side of her stick and taking it past the goal.
There is a quarter time hooter. A very even first half ends goalless. This one is in the balance. New Zealand 0, Germany 0. A tight first half, sir, but both sides having opportunities in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think it's run exactly how we'd expect it, to be honest. I mean, in the last couple of minutes there of that first quarter, you could see both teams trying to attack, and as a result, it's becoming quite hard for the midfielders to keep getting up and down the field, and that's when the space is created. Now it's just about which team can take that opportunity and be clinical when they're in the circle.
Okay. Just our shape, okay, our shape. Pippa, you got to control our press better, okay? We've got you and the centre striker on one side of the field, so when they transfer, we can't get one player out, okay? So we've got to have you there and this one there, so when they transfer, not here, you're there, that one goes to put ball pressure on the ball carrier. Yes, yeah.
Thoughts of Mark Hager. These are the thoughts of Jana Mulders.
Wenn die sich bewegen, geht es vertikal durch. Wenn sie sich nicht bewegen, ist außen, haben wir direkt den Anschluss im Rücken. Ja, wenn wir Viereraufbau deutlich mehr kippen, dann geht der Schlenzer von hier, Longline, okay? Und du von hier kann angeschlagen werden. Nicht immer wieder rumspielen, sagt ja.
Let's have a look at some of the highlights from this first half. Actually, this was towards the end, wasn't it? With Reynolds making the save down to her left-hand side. Both coaches wanting more from their teams.
Yeah, Mark Hager talking about the press there, and rightly so. We've seen that ball from Julia Muller just put straight through far too easily. I think when you do a high press, you really need to have a proper buzz about you.
Germany get this second quarter underway. And in the first quarter, possession 50-50. And New Zealand doing slightly more attacking. 55% of that 50 on the front foot. But it's Germany that seem to be starting this quarter on the front foot. As New Zealand try to get it out. Kettle playing it up, and they have a chance to break here. Oh, the ball behind punt from Harrison. Temperature pitch side, as you can see, 28 degrees. So more importantly, none of that adverse weather we had yesterday with the very strong winds. under torrential rain. As Thompson gets it clear, but only as far as Pippa. He was ball forward, picked up on the reverse stick by Oldhaffer. And Oldhaffer wins the free hit off Charlton. Here it comes. That's well dealt with, and then Altenberg is penalised. Another Wieland brings it under control. Forward by the skipper, Hauke. Charlton brings it out, and here's a chance now. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Pearce to this right-hand side. It's still alive for New Zealand. Harrison up against Muller, and Muller does very well.
She does very, very well. I mean, initially making that interception to stop the 2v1, her line was perfect and the pickup was great. And even though that ball then fell to New Zealand players, very strong in the tackle from Muller, and that's just the experience they've been not having when she wasn't in the squad. So having her back is really good for them.
Punt to Charlton. Charlton, Kettle with the deflection, but it deflects it straight to player in white. Muller Wieland throws the aerial. Thompson's underneath it. Thompson gets the sideline ball. Webster's left it. Intentionally, I don't think. Korth. Schützer. Charlton perfectly placed. Webster. Kelsey Smith. Smith trying to use her pace. Puts on the brakes, cuts back in field, and then loses the ball and her stick. Altenberg. Mavers. Still going Mavers. And Brooke Neal steps out. Yeah. Harrison past Muller. Now Muller's out of position. Harrison can use her pace. She's got support at the far post. Takes it on herself and has nutmegged the keeper. Deary me, Christina Reynolds will be bitterly disappointed with that. But a 5 finish from Charlotte Harrison makes it Germany 0, New Zealand 1.
Yeah, you see the touch here, just making sure that she allows herself to be in some space, and from here on, Julia Muller's not catching up with Charlotte Harrison, but that's a tight angle she's got that from, and Christina Reynolds will be really disappointed with that going in on her near post there. You can see Webster, I think it is, trying to get the deflection as well if the ball was to come across, but not needed.
Charlotte Harrison, in the 19th minute, gives New Zealand the lead. Her 56th goal for the Black Sticks, her first here in Rosario. And another chance here, and New Zealand have got 4 players forward. Harrison, back she comes. Oh, the ball just too much, just too strong from Webster. It didn't need to go there. In fact, there was Harrison, Cox,
yeah,
Flynn on the right-hand side.
New Zealand with a real overload there, and they really need to make sure of their decisions when they get in the circle. Very rarely international hockey you're going to have such an overload like that, and these are the moments Mark Hager will be saying to his girls, you know, these are the ones you've got to put away, you've got to increase your lead.
This is Korth. That's a poor ball. Oh, the slip as the pass is delivered, but it's okay because it's found Harrison. Harrison on the reverse stick. They're in again here. Smith pulls it back. Still going. And falls to Harrison. We'll have another shot, I'm sure. Deflected off. Flynn, was it? No, in fact, it was Flynn who had the original shot. It was Harrison in the middle in front of the keeper. Henry fires it in, it's beaten everybody.
New Zealand doing well at the moment to win much more ball back. As you're saying, shot coming in there. Harrison trying to get a little touch on it, but not quite enough. But Germany just need to be careful now, losing too much ball in the midfield area and allowing New Zealand to counter as a result.
Teshka rolls it out to that right-hand side. Shoots it, tries to work something, tries to play in Keeble, but can't find her teammate. Charlton. Thompson to Keddle. Arthur gets in to disrupt, but Keddle does well to find Cox. Cox into the 23, still going Cox. Finds Mary. Oh, Mary can't take it on her way. Mary picks that up. She has an opportunity to shoot.
You can see Pierce lurking in the circle completely unmarked then as well, asking for the ball off Cox and just needing to realise the New Zealand players now when to release and when to carry.
Muller. In the possession of the opponent's half, as you can see, in favour of New Zealand, who have had 9 circle entries to Germany's 1.
Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? And I think for the German side, as we said at the start, they haven't quite got into their stride in this tournament, particularly in the forward line. That they struggle when they get into that attacking 25 to really link in. The only option we really see them doing is smashing a long ball into the circle. So New Zealand, for me at the moment, just certainly have the upper hand on this game.
Hasselman to Korth. Schroeder as well, still going Schroeder. Gets it back, Schroeder trying to get the shot away. It's here, and was that a foot? New Zealand was off the body. And I think whichever way it's going to happen, it's going to be a referral, is it?
I saw a foot down here. We can take a look at it.
Well, it's definitely.
They've decided not to.
Well, yeah, because it came up into the body of the Black Sticks player later on, so even if that's not a foot, it would have been a penalty corner.
Good work from Schroeder there, though. She is most certainly one of the most creative players Germany have, and need to get someone like her on the ball a lot more, really forcing her way into that circle. And here we see as the ball comes out, Hoffman, great trap, great win back for her team in there, and that's the ball in that's caused the trouble. And it's just a bit more fight from the Germans in the circle then. That's much better from the forward line.
There's a foot off Henry, just as Keeble's about to put it into the net. A little shift, it's Muller. Still going. Oh, I wish wouldn't fall for Schroeder. And eventually, umpire Giddens gives another short corner, but credit to the umpire, she was playing advantage. There's been a change in the New Zealand goal, by the way. Georgia Barnett is in goal for New Zealand in this quarter. So Muller and Muller-Wieland at the top of the circle. It's Muller once again. Too high. Has to hit the backboard. And Muller just getting underneath it too much. But some good signs for Germany.
Yeah, absolutely. We all know that Julia Muller can really smash a ball, and unfortunately on that occasion it wasn't on the backboard and therefore no goal. But Germany are without their corner specialist at this tournament, Hannah Kruger, who's back home with an injury, so you know, having to try variations and do different things.
Hasselman to Muller, puts it straight up the middle of the park. It's touched by Altenberg and half cleared by New Zealand, but Germany had the free hit. Altenberg once more. Nope.
it's exactly that moment, it's exactly those connections. They don't seem to have any patterns when they get into those areas, or know for certain that the player's going to the baseline and they can play it in, or it's always a little bit too far in front. And I think if they were to try and get that right, there'd be a huge improvement.
Dangerous ball out of defence by Neil on the 16. Halka's won the free hit. In fact, we're going to have a card here. I'm not sure who they're pointing at. Is it Petraea Webster? No. It's Kelsey Smith who's taking the seat.
It's okay, that's okay, keep going.
Penalty corner for the challenge by Henry.
Yeah, good connection here. Muller-Wieland putting the ball in. I think his Holdhaffer's come in to try and receive the ball and pivot, but it's just been taken to the ground and given away a corner for that push.
So, third penalty corner for Germany. They've just had Kelsey Smith sent to the sin bin. Julian Muller not on the pitch. So it's Altenberg and Muller-Wieland at the top of the circle. So Muller-Wieland slaps it, that's into the foot of Hoffman. And it's a 16.
Yeah, as the ball comes out to the top, you see Muller-Wieland trying to put this in as a slap for a variation, but Hoffman's already on the ground and sticks in the air. It's actually the New Zealand Gunson's got a stick tangle with Hoffman's stick and not able to get any of that on the floor.
Yeah, Hoffman has overrun it.
Yeah.
On the line of the ball. Hauke chops it out. This is Otter. Hasselman. Korth. Back to Hasselman. To Otter. Hauke. Good patient play. Good build up from Germany. Schroeder. Nice ball out to that right hand side. First time in from Teschke. And a little dithering on the top of the circle by New Zealand allows Germany to get into the circle, and then some full-blooded commitment by Ella Gunson gets it out of play. Hasselman to Korth. Pierce almost manages to turn possession over, and that was an opportunity for Murray as well. And that would have been a 3-on-3 situation if Murray brought that under control.
Yeah, New Zealand certainly getting more from their press now. This is Schroeder down the other side, trying to weave her magic, trying to get into that circle, and good commitment from her, trying to win the ball back, even if it doesn't quite come off for her. But yeah, Germany put themselves under unnecessary pressure sometimes, and yes, New Zealand's press is better, but when Germany move the ball and play it around, you know, it looks relatively easy to play the ball up the park and get down the attack in third.
Here's Keeble. Keeble up against Gunson, finds Pippa. Pippa into the circle, still going Cecile Pippa. Barnett makes the save. Back to Keeble. Keeble fires it across the circle. Chance here for Haase, and it's a long corner. But Germany starting to turn the screw here.
Yeah, much better work from Germany down the left baseline, making that connection, which they've struggled to do, and good work from Pippa and Keeble on the follow-up to try and get the ball in, and unfortunately for Haase, just couldn't get that shot onto target.
can't keep it in play. Flynn with the free hit. A sideline ball. Cox. Otter. Pressure coming on Muller-Wieland.
Yeah, this is the connection down the other side in terms of the attack. Pippa doing well to get into the circle. Great left drag and tries a chance, tries her luck towards goal, but then Keeble follow up. And this little lifted ball, beautiful, back into the circle. Hassa trying to get on the back of it, but just in doing so, moving away from that goal.
Oh, it's been missed by Thompson. And a chance here for Mavers. That's a good tackle from Brooke Neal. Harrison, the goal scorer. Wins the free hit. Rifle forward to Flynn, but she can't bring it under control. And here is Keeble trying to find Mavers.
Yeah, there's always such long distances between the German midfield and forwards. They're having to put long passes through like that, whereas when we say, for example, the Dutch team, you see them quite short passes, or even GB yesterday, they played extremely well. And that's when, you know, teams are quite much closer together and able to create those 2v1s all around the park.
Kettle wins the sideline ball. Inside the final 30 seconds then of this first half. New Zealand leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Charlotte Harrison. And the chance here for Flynn. Doesn't drop for New Zealand. And they'll have to go quickly. It's going to be a long corner, and that will be that. But New Zealand will be happy with the fact they've got their noses in front, because Germany were the dominant team in that second quarter. Charlotte Harrison, the difference between the two at half-time. The half-time score, Germany 0, New Zealand 1. Better signs for Germany.
Yeah, heading into half-time, I think they'll be much happier with that, as will their coach, Jamie Mulders. I mean, what we've seen from them there is a few more connections within the attacking circle and the opportunity. Unfortunately for them, the corners aren't quite coming off at the moment, but it's good to see that they're starting to win them, and it's much better than the first quarter, so hopefully they can continue to take that as they move into the second half now.
Well, New Zealand, though, have got their nose in front in a match that they need to get a result in to finish second. Half-time score here in Rosario, Germany 0, New Zealand 1. Welcome back to Rosario in Argentina. We're at half-time in this final pool match. It's Germany 0, New Zealand 1. Charlotte Harrison, the goal scorer after 19 minutes. And, well, New Zealand were fairly solid for most of that first half, but just in that second quarter, Germany started to turn the screw. They had some opportunities, but they couldn't find a way past the New Zealand goalkeeper, who for that quarter was Georgia Barnett. But let's have a look at some highlights. This is Harrison's goal. And, well, Christina Reynolds won't be too happy about that, will she, Sarah Thomas?
No, she won't. I mean, great energy from Charlotte Harrison, and to just drive towards the circle and get a shot. So many times we see players just trying to pass that off. So good that she's taken ownership for that. But yeah, as you say, Christina Reynolds will not be happy with that.
And there are the stats.
Yeah, again, circle entries 10 for New Zealand and 5 shots. Given that, I think Mark Hager will be unhappy at half-time that they've not scored more than 1 goal in the first half, and that's the important part of this, is that they're going to have to do that now, because as you say, Germany was starting to look stronger as that half went on.
Well, I spoke to Anita Pump before the tournament started, and she said that they'd been playing well in Buenos Aires against Germany, but they'd created a lot of opportunities but hadn't scored them, and it's the same issue in this game at the moment.
Yeah, it is what we've been seeing from them. Whereas in the summer in Belgium, they were absolutely fantastic in front of goal. It looked obvious that they must have been doing goal scoring work at home, because they were so sharp, balls in the air, they were scoring fantastic goals. So, but that's just life, isn't it? The form is fickle.
Peaks and troughs, that's for sure. Well, the Germans are back out on the park a little early, but New Zealand in the lead here, but it's Germany that need to find goals. A draw will be good enough to secure their 3rd spot in the table. And I think we can hear now from Mark Hager, who's with Mel Clulo.
Mark, fantastic goal by Charlotte Harrison to put you in the lead. Are you disappointed that you've not been able to capitalise on more of your chances?
Yeah, I think we've had 2 of those right in front, and we haven't shot a goal. We've tried to hit the far post. So, you know, in the end, shoot a goal. If you miss, then hopefully something else will happen.
And looking towards the quarterfinals, is it more about, for you as a coach, about the performance in the second half rather than the scoreline?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think you like to play well all the time, but we just got to be better in certain situations.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Good luck in the second half.
Yeah, at the moment, Germany are bottom of the pool and are playing Australia. And let's hear from Jamilan Mulders, who's with Mel.
Jamie, your side came more and more into the game in the second quarter. What pleased you most?
Pardon me again?
What pleased you most in the first quarter?
Yeah, the progress was visible, which is visible from the last match. So we made some big steps in our individual defense. Our outlaying was much better. It was more effective. What we miss is more possession in the last quarter in their D. But I think it was a good first half.
And where do you see the goal coming from in this second half?
Where it come from? From our forwards. From our forwards and from our attacking midfielders. Be sure.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Good luck.
Well, he's confident they're going to score, and there's a lady who might well deliver, Anne Schroeder. But yeah, as I was saying, at the moment it's Germany against Australia, Netherlands against Argentina, New Zealand, Great Britain, and Korea, China are the quarter-final lineups. But a goal for Germany will change that. It would mean New Zealand play Great Britain and Germany would in fact play China. So, don't forget, we're on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let us know your thoughts. Our Twitter handle at FIH_hockey. You can find us on Facebook at FI Hockey. So, New Zealand have the advantage at half-time. Can Germany find a response? New Zealand get this second half underway, looking to try and capitalise on their half-time lead. Given to them by Charlotte Harrison. And Harrison onto the ball almost immediately. Teshka. And a chance here for Oldhaffer. Mavers in front of her. She's trying to find Mavers, but Thompson does well. Cox can't bring it under control from Charlton's pass out of defence. Schroeder. Hasselman waits for the option. Schroeder. Miller Wieland inside it. Schroeder goes around Cox. Schroeder still driving, plays it up off the stick of Thompson. Free hit to Germany. Schroeder to Muller Wieland. Muller Wieland trying to play it back into the corner for Otter. Hasselman. And it's been robbed, and here's a chance. Harrison, who's got Webster to her left. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Harrison into the circle. Pulls the trigger, it's still there. There's plenty of players there. And New Zealand get their second goal. All came about through the mistake by Hasselman on the halfway line. Harrison with the initial shots. Here's the mistake.
Yeah, Hasselman getting caught in there. Webster and Harrison doing superb work in winning that back. You see Charlotte Harrison drive into space, changing the angle, and then it's just this ball across has fallen nicely for them.
That's Pippa Hayward.
Pippa Hayward, and to Mark Hager's point at half time, I mean, get something on goal, and that certainly was, and there they've got a 2-0 lead.
So Pippa Hayward, 2 minutes into the second half, scores her second of the tournament and only her 7th goal for the Black Sticks, and that makes life a little bit more comfortable for New Zealand. Hasselman with the error on the halfway line. There was still plenty for Charlotte Harrison to do. Now Muller's missed it. Harrison quite fancies this. Reynolds comes. Hasselman to this right-hand side. Muller Wieland. Nice ball. Otter. Altenberg just completely missing the ball. And Kettle will cross it over the halfway line. No, she won't. She's robbed by Hauke. Hauke trying to pick up Oldhaffer. That's a very difficult ball for Oldhaffer to pick up.
Yeah, again, it's just the distances are so far between the midfield and the forwards, and always the forwards running behind the New Zealand defender, so it's very difficult to pick up those balls. For me, I'd like to see one of the German forwards really stepping in front just to make sure they retain possession, and then they can work their way higher up the field.
Hasselman to Otter to Schroeder. Quickly moved on by Muller Wieland. Teshka. Teshka on the reverse stick, gets it goal bound. Neil's there. It's up and past the far post. Haase coming in, and Rutherford sees it go wide of the target.
Yeah, you can see Oldhaffer doing some great work in here, just trying to get the shot off, but unfortunately not on target and lifted high into the air.
Anita punt onto that right-hand side. Kettle firing it in, trying to pick out Gemma Flynn. Oldhaffer. Muller. Touch around the corner. Teshka past Neil. Now it's a 3-on-3 situation here for Germany. Teshka. Lovely ball to Hoffman. Hoffman. But Neil gets back. Muller. Charlton in a circle, plays it out to Flynn, who can't bring it under control. Otherwise, it was a 3-on-3 situation for New Zealand from sort of just inside their own half. Germany pressing very high here.
Yeah, they have to now. 2 goals down. They've done the right thing by putting people high and putting the press in, but they need to try and retain possession up there as well, and not just allow the long balls back down, and before you know it, they're defending again. It's a lot of leg work to try and keep that up.
This is the second goal. You can see Hasselmann's mistake inside the New Zealand half. Harrison doing well. Hayward getting it up and over. She had Gemma Flynn to her right as well. 16.
Yeah, New Zealand certainly look more threatening in attack when they're coming into the circle now, doing more with it. Charlotte Harrison not quite getting hold of that one. Great diving from Kelsey Smith there to try and get something on there. Charlotte Harrison lost a shin pad on her way in, but great diving deflection there from Kelsey Smith. Just trying to get that touch on it for the New Zealand side.
Ball across the park, will go out for a 16.
Yes, it's balls like those. They just need to just retain possession. When Germany are doing extremely well to get the ball out of defence. They look really composed and play it around really, really nicely. But it's just when they get into the attacking half of the field, they just need to make those connections and play the ball stick to stick.
Free hits to the Black Sticks. Oh, this is Pearce, still going Pearce. Got the runner in front of her. Oh, the ball pace just wasn't there. Otherwise, Kettle was in.
Yeah, that moment closes so quickly, doesn't it? Once you see the pass, you've got to give in. You've got to give it at pace.
Couple of balls on the pitch. That's the delay. Wieland to Hotter. Hotter trying to find Schuster, which she does. Shoots inside Sophie Cox, still going. Cox trips over her own feet. Hoffman going along the goal line and just popped out of play by Henry.
Not quite coming off, but better from Germany. Just finding that simple pass and getting some 3D skills going to try and get a circle entry.
Easy for Henry to pick up. Finds Pearce. In fact, it's Smith on that far side for New Zealand. Keeble up against Brooke Neal, drops it out to Parser. Goes to Julia Muller. Muller Wieland, Otter to her right. Plays it up to Hauka. And Flynn.
Hauka doing well in there. I mean, she's extremely isolated when she picks up the ball. It's her and 3 New Zealand players around her. She needs people to be a lot closer to her, so she can help, so they can help, so she can play a pass off, get it back by all means. But that's a great ball through.
Now, can they make this work, Germany? Across it comes Hoffman. Can't find the touch. And another opportunity goes begging for Germany.
Yeah, these are the ones. Ball comes in. Hoffman, again, lurking in the right area, right position, but just unable to get a stick not actually facing towards the ball or pushing towards goal, but just dropping off. And as a result, the ball's gone away from the goal again, and Germany get no outcome.
That's the edge. Schroeder. Fourth to Muller Wieland to Muller. Nice work from Muller. And that's a good looking ball up to Mavers. Now, Mavers has support. Here's Altenberg. Teschka's to her right. There's plenty of white shirts up there for Germany. Schroeder comes back inside. Schroeder plays it goalward. And Treya Webster does well. Schroeder onto the foot of Charlton. Teschka. Still going Teschka. Teschka on the reverse stick. And, well, Mavers and Rutherford went for it, and it just fell straight down. Who gets the last touch here? It comes off Rutherford's stick. (16). Mulder's getting very animated down on the sideline, but he's giving instructions all the time. Harrison onto the reverse stick. Harrison goes to the far post, and Reynolds makes an important save. Because coming in on that far post was Kirsten Pearce.
Yeah, Harrison doing more and more in this game now, isn't she? Very, very lively for New Zealand and creating opportunities both on the backhand and the forehand for them.
So, Germany ball, New Zealand ball, sorry. Back into the circle, into Pearce. And she can't pull the trigger. Here's the save.
Yeah, it's a fantastic save. I mean, she absolutely needed to do that. As you said, Pearce was flying in there on the right-hand side to try and get something on it.
Gunson up the middle of the park. It's found its way through to Merry. Merry spins, and Merry wins the penalty corner. Foul by Julia Muller. No, they don't want the referral. I think that would have been a wasted referral.
Yeah, that crash ball through's found its way to Olivia Merry, and Merry just, well, falling back into the body of Julia Muller there.
Muller's on her hands and knees, so she's always going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and just unable to get the shot off, but
that would have been a wasted referral. So Thompson and Merry at the top of the circle. It's Thompson. Oh, it's gone in. 3-0 New Zealand down the foot side of Christina Reynolds. And New Zealand are looking very comfortable now.
Liz Thompson taking the drag flick from the top, and as we can see here, I mean, that really should be a save from Reynolds. You can see Thompson coming off the top of the stick a little bit too early, which has meant that it's got hardly any power going in on that. You'd expect that to be a lot quicker than that, and Reynolds should have done better there.
Yeah, goalkeeping error. Not that Liz Thompson will care too much.
Not at all.
So really good result brewing, it seems, for the Black Sticks. So we are, what, 3 minutes from the three-quarter time hooter, and New Zealand have themselves a 3-0 lead, leading 1-0 at half-time. They've scored 2 goals in this third quarter. It's by far their more favoured quarter for scoring. They've scored 18 of their 49 goals in the last year in the third quarter.
Wow. Yeah, they've definitely been more clinical in this third quarter. They've taken on board what Mark Hager said half time to them, and when they've got into the circle, they've really done something with their opportunities. as I said, the buzz around the likes of like Charlotte Harrison has brought that energy to the team today, which is good. Good that they don't have to be reliant on one or two players.
Yeah, first and third quarters, the ones they've scored the most goals in. Obviously, coaches' words still ringing in the ears from a longer chat, because obviously Mark Hager gets a chance to speak to them after the first and third quarters.
Yeah, it does seem that the third quarter is turning out to be the quarter where the moments happen and the games are changed in. So, I mean, I don't know if there's enough stats on it yet, because quarter format hasn't been around that long, but yeah, third quarter definitely seems to be the one where the game changes.
Yeah, actually, only Germany score more goals. Well, here's a chance now for Germany.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring down after whistle. Right foot. Using foot, you pick it. No, inside. No.
Sam Charlton saying she's outside the circle.
Decision, you bring it down after the whistle.
Oh, Palmial then giving the penalty corner. So Muller and Muller-Wieland at the top of the circle. Julian Muller with the yellow strapping around her right wrist. And it is Muller looking for the deflection off the goal line. And I think we're going to have a look at this. It was Brooke Neal on the goal line from Franziska Hauke.
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, please check. It's go cross behind the line, cross the line, goal line.
Did the ball go over the line?
Yeah.
The goal line.
Have a player coming.
Okay, I'll take a look.
So let's have a look at to see from this angle.
Yeah.
The play back to Hauke.
Yeah, good variation from the top, beautifully delivered.
That's a goal, isn't
That's
it?
a goal, yeah, it looks like it's gone over the line there from Hauke.
I'll remind you.
Yeah.
Does the ball fully cross the line? Yes.
Yes.
Right? No.
I would say that's over the line.
Yeah, it looks to be, doesn't
Can't
it?
see from that angle. It's very
Yeah, the ball was over the line. It was a goal. Germany keeps their referral.
So it is a goal for Hauke. And now New Zealand are better wishing they referred it, because Charlton seemed to be convinced it was outside the circle. Anyway, Franziska Hauke gets her second goal of the tournament. And it's worth pointing out, as I did at the beginning, if New Zealand win this 3-2, then we have a shootout between Germany and Korea. Well, if New Zealand feel hard done by, they need to put it to the back of their minds now, because it's not going to change the fact that Germany have a goal. Thompson, Charlton to Neal. Inside the final minutes as Hayward spins out of the tackle from Hauke. That's a nice looking ball, but Thompson can't keep it in. Taken quickly. Arthur drops it out into Charlotte Harrison's foot. Hauke takes Otter on this right hand side. Shot comes in. And they need to be sharp here. Hayward does well. And free hit. Charlton will go to Neal. Inside the final 10 seconds. Good take from Punt on the reverse stick. Still going Anita punt. And Webster is going to get cut down. There is the 3/4 time hooter, and it was a 4-on-1 situation in the German circle. But New Zealand scored 2 goals in that 3rd quarter. Germany won, New Zealand 3. Well, is that a lifeline for Germany, I wonder? New Zealand have been looking fairly comfortable up until the last couple of minutes, but even then, right at the death, they had a great opportunity. Just ran out of time.
Okay, we're going to play Toru, so 3/4, that's it. And we still want to put pressure on their back guys, but we've got to get back to our shape, okay? Move the ball quickly, don't hold on to it too long. When we get the midfield, let's go. Everybody needs to want the ball this quarter, okay? Let's go, let's finish it off. Dominic, what happened to Becky? Just keep going.
Short and simple from Mark Hager. Now Mulders has quite a bit more to say. He tries to find the answer to this deficit. Here's the goal again.
Wenn wir das nicht schaffen, hört genau zu. Wenn wir es nicht schaffen und hier kommt ein Innenverteidiger am Ball, dann muss der andere Innenverteidiger rein und das Mittelfeld raus. Dann haben wir wieder die Fünf. Und hört zu, zuhören. Aus den Positionen, wenn angespielt wird, nicht quer denken, immer wieder diagonal denken, antreten, weil die kommen mit 2 Stürmern und docken an. Das geht auf und das geht auf. Okay? Und dann wieder rein auf die T-Point.
Feel like there's a little bit more belief in that German huddle there because of Hauke's goal. Let's see if they can convert that goal into a little bit more momentum in this final quarter. But New Zealand, remember, looking for a rare win over Germany. So New Zealand get this final quarter underway, leading by 3-1. And, well, they're going to have to throw everything at New Zealand. They need one more goal to force a shootout with Korea for the 3rd, 4th position in the pool. Altenberg! And Pippa can't direct it goalwards.
Yeah, Pippa not able to quite get hold of that, but fantastic build-up play there from Germany, doing the right things. Altenberg trying to get a backhand shot in, and great drive on the baseline as well, but a lot more patient in terms of their build-up, and Germany look like they've come out this quarter to, as you say, go and get that goal that could take them to shootouts.
Shoots it, not enough pace on it, and Petrea Webster picks up the ball to Anita punt. Trying to find Harrison, little touch from Harrison. Mary can put Hasselman under some pressure, and she can rob Hasselman, but Hasselman has support around her. Shoots it. Oldhaffer. Altenberg. Hauke puts it back from Otter. Muller-Wieland to Hasselman. Neil. See punt. Mary's her outlet on that right hand side. Here is Olivia Mary. Wins the sideline ball. Here's the pool standings at the moment. As you can see, just the 1 goal between Germany and Korea, who drew 1-1. That's why we would have a shootout. It goes to goal difference, goal scored, then result between the two, and they would be exactly the same if Germany scored 1 more. Hayward up and over the top. Ball across onto the foot of Korth, and there's a penalty corner. Good work by Mary.
Yeah, Yeah, ball coming in again. Charlotte Harrison in the midst of it all. She's been phenomenal today for New Zealand, trying to get those balls into the circle, trying to make stuff happen, and Mary just in there and allowing the ball to take the foot. Anita Punt's on the field as well now, so maybe they'll go to her for a drag at the top.
Well, 1 from 1 so far. Punt and Neil, punt to the left, Neil to the right. It is Anita Punt. Up and over the bar. And well, I think that got a deflection. Anita Punt still having a chat with Maggie Giddens. Meanwhile, Germany are going down the other end, and there's plenty of players over in the circle. Here's a chance for Mavers. Oh, Mavers getting it out to Hauke. Across the park. Good save, Barnett. And they get the free hit. Well, if that had gone in, I think New Zealand really would have been unhappy. I think they're unhappy about the first goal.
Yeah, what an opportunity there. The ball just falling to Mavis at the top of the circle. Thought initially she was going to get a backhand shot in, but just took her time to let the ball drop, and as she does, New Zealand get players back in and they're forced to play the ball wide and then across. But good save from the goalkeeper there. Oldhaffer nice and low on the floor, trying to keep the ball in, but New Zealand have managed to come out of the circle with it.
Here's Gemma Flynn. Flynn looking for the penalty corner. And there's definitely a bit of a zip about Germany at the moment. Hoffman up against Thompson. Hauke to Muller. Muller-Wieland. Harrison can't intercept. Pippa still going. Charlton's swing just taking it away from Haase.
Well, they're certainly looking more lively, aren't they, Germany? Getting those balls in the circle, doing something with them. Here we see Charlotte Harrison trying to dive in for it, but get into the baseline a lot more, Germany, in this quarter than they have in the whole game, both on the right and the left-hand side now, and enabling themselves to get that lifted ball across the circle. Just the final piece of the puzzle now is getting someone to get on top of it and get that shot on goal.
Schroeder to Oldhaffer. And cleared by Charlton. Gemma Flynn now on the left-hand flank. Sideline ball for New Zealand. And, Charlton playing into the circle rather than looking after it. Schroeder picked off by Smith. Kelsey Smith trying to feed it round the corner to a skipper, Anita Punt, but couldn't quite get enough of the ball. Teshka and Keeble can't keep it in play. Webster tackled illegal by Hauke. Gunson to Sophie Cox. Cox to Harrison. It's still alive. Good save from Reynolds from Sophie Cox. And Germany get it out of the danger zone for the time being, but not out of their 23. Webster giving away an easy foul. There's the possession opponent's half, quarter by quarter, and well, Germany dominating the possession stats.
Yeah, and you can see in the fourth quarter now Germany's starting to get into that circle a lot more, as we've said. For me, I still don't think they've pushed enough forwards up high. They've still got a lot of players behind the ball, and if they're truly going to try and get this second goal in the game for them, they need to try and put an extra player higher up the field.
effort of Anita punt gives Germany the free hit. Schroeder has Kiewel to her right. Schroeder turning Henry and now playing it down. Oh, Kiewel wanted it earlier.
Bleib bei dir, spiel die klar an, weiter geht's!
Pippa. Punt wins possession back for New Zealand. Hasselman around the corner, and as Punt tries to release her teammate, she draws the foot of the German defender.
Yeah, Pippa trying to get 3D skills going, but Punt doing extremely well there to win the ball and just ensure that she's got the free hit for her team so they can reset.
Oh, Henry's under a bit of pressure here, and Schroeder turns possession over, but that wasn't the friendliest of balls to Henry. Teshka. Aerial ball, which Julia Muller brings under control fairly easily. Muller-Wieland. Teshka. Into Otter. And, good play from Hayward. Here's the aerial from Muller-Wieland to Teshka. Teshka once more, coming inside Smith. Korth.
See Germany then still playing with the back four, but really promoting Julia Muller higher up the field, because it is a tactic of theirs to get the ball to her and then get that long crash ball into the circle, but just not playing to the tactics of the team there.
Pace around the back from Henry. And that was a lackadaisical ball. Teshka cannot be allowed to go all the way into the circle edge. She doesn't get hold of it, and Henry brings it away. Pippa. Teshka, loads of space, cross it comes. And drawn the penalty corner off Ella Gunson.
Yeah, Germany doing well, finding that free player on the left-hand side, which is enabling them to get into the circle from that side. But long ball in from Teshka. Once again, we're seeing Gunson, I think it is. It's just played that ball up into Mavers.
Germany can score here with 4:43 remaining. In fact, their chances of getting a positive result out of this. And it comes, Julia Muller looking for the deflection again, and it was Mavers on the near side that almost got the deflection into the goal.
That's a great delivery in from Julia Muller at the top. As you can see, gone for the R1 deflection. Mavers going in, but she just missed that completely.
I think she's put off by Thompson, isn't she?
Yeah, Thompson's coming out too, and that's the difficulty in that position. You don't want to get too close to the post player, because you know you're putting yourself in trouble, or the ball might go behind you. But yeah, you have to ensure that you're watching the ball and you've got two hands on the stick, really driving towards the ball and then putting something on to go. It's just that little skip that's caught her out.
Very, very close to a second goal here, Germany. But here, oh, there almost went Webster. New Zealand still throwing plenty of players forward. Webster can't quite get hold of the pass forward. It was meant for Harrison. Good work from Thompson. Hassa. And Charlton. Let's go out of place. She'll have the sideline ball. Oh, picked off by Oldhaffer. Tashka again, who's really starting to pull the strings here for Germany. Another opportunity. And another penalty corner.
Yeah, good decision and great ball from Oldhaffer there to transfer the ball out. New Zealand and Germany been playing in the same channel for a little while and just playing the ball back and forth. But
Germany goal. They no foot. That's the hand attached to this.
Okay, so New Zealand are looking for the hand on her stick, not foot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
ball's gone to Teshka, into Mavers. Looks from that angle that it has caught the hand.
Yeah, it's the hand of Henry.
Okay, Meow? Yes? There was no foul, so it's a free hit to New Zealand, and they keep the referral.
Okay.
We can certainly see why she gave it, given where the umpire was stood and the proximity of hand to leg. Hayward. Pass it out to Gunson. Hauke's only wasting her own time, so New Zealand won't be too bothered. Neil winds one up. Germany have let in two soft goals, haven't they? The penalty corner and the mistake from Hasselman.
Yeah, Reynolds will be disappointed with both of those, I think.
And the one through the legs. A credit Harrison actually for the power on the shot.
Yeah, no, it was good from Harrison. I mean, like I said, just driving towards circle and thinking to herself, I'm just going to take this shot. Too many times we see players just try and pass the ball around, even when they get into those danger areas. So no, really good. All credit to Harrison for that.
Muller-Wieland. That's a good tackle from Punt. Oh, he can't quite get it away from Muller-Wieland. Gunson now going in, loses her stick. Here's Oldhaffer running into Neil. Inside the final 2 minutes, Germany need a goal here. The goal will put them into a shootout situation with Korea. Off the stick. The ball in, good save, it's come back. And they're going to refer this. I think Maggie Giddens has helped out her teammates. Miao Lin.
Yeah, dangerous moment, wouldn't it, to concede a penalty
Good
corner,
save.
but yeah, great save. I mean, that's the moment Germany looked for. Ball in from Muller. Oldhaffer, I think it was getting a good touch on it, but forcing the goalkeeper to make a great save there.
They're pulling their keeper here, Germany.
So I have to kick him back.
Michelle, can you make sure she takes her helmet? Leave her helmet, please.
We need a helmet. Hold on, wait now, wait. Need a helmet?
So Christina Reynolds has left. She needs to leave her helmet behind the goal. Well, it's not there, so anyway, we'll have a stoppage when they get to penalty corner, if indeed it gets that far. Kettle inside to Cox. Cox driving, wins the long corner. Final minute. Charlton to Thompson. And it comes too high. Treya Webster thought she might have had the advantage. Pippa Hayward's got a green card. So they've got two extra outfield players here, Germany. Hoffman, Barnett's gone to ground. And Cox is in the right place. Keeble wins possession back into the danger area. Good work under pressure. Oh, Schroeder's won it back. Back in it goes. Barnett. Hoffman. She's put it over. What an opportunity that was for Eileen Hoffman, and of all the players on the park, Yamila Mulders would have wanted it to fall to her.
Yeah, you can see she just pulls it away from the goalkeeper, recognises the goalkeeper's flat down on the floor, but just taking it over.
And there is the final hooter. Germany can't find the goal that would put them into a shootout against Korea. They will finish bottom of Pool A. New Zealand will finish second and play Great Britain. It's finished Germany 1, New Zealand 3. Well, what a match that was, and Germany coming desperately close to forcing the shootout with Korea, but they will go away and prepare for Australia tomorrow. New Zealand will prepare for Great Britain, and China play Korea. It's a thoroughly entertaining game and a rare victory. Only the second victory in the last 11 years for the Black Sticks over Germany. Full-time score, Germany 1, New Zealand 3. So let's have a look at the highlights. Sarah Thomas.
Yeah, great little touch from Charlotte Harrison to skip past Julia Muller, and usually we see her again in the circle and she knows exactly what she's going to do. That ball is going towards goal, and in fairness that was like a rocket. As we said, Christina Reynolds be unhappy with that going in on a near post, and Charlotte Harrison in the midst of everything today, trying to get a ball across and just fall in there and finishing that home. Hayward, second goal of the tournament already, and certainly taking the coach's point on board at half-time about getting something on target. Here we see a corner from the top coming in. Liz Thompson not getting hold of it as much as she normally does, but still getting that at the bottom of the net, and Christina Reynolds once again will be very disappointed with that going in. Here's the opportunity from Germany, good variation. Hauke, the injector, receiving the ball back from Muller Wieland and getting that ball over the line.
Yeah, that one needed to go upstairs, and it was eventually given. But let's hear now from Charlotte Harrison, who's with Mel Clulo.
Charlotte, congratulations today. Fantastic goal by yourself. As a player, how hard is it to come to the ground yesterday and then find that your match is cancelled?
Yeah, no, it was definitely unexpected, and the girls kind of prepared really well. We went home in good spirits and came out today ready to play.
And you've got Great Britain in the quarterfinals. What do you think you need to improve on to beat them?
Well, probably our basics. I think at times today it let us down a little bit. So if we can fine-tune those and stick to our structure and play as a team, I think we'll do well.
It's fantastic to see you back on the international scene. Good luck for those quarterfinals.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice to hear from her. And let's get confirmation then of the Pool A standings. The Netherlands top it, New Zealand second, Korea third, Germany fourth, and it is 1 versus 4 from the other pool, so Netherlands against Argentina. What a game that should be. New Zealand, Great Britain, Korea, China, Germany, Australia. So Germany, as you see, just needed that one more goal to force the shootout. Those are the quarter-final lineups. That isn't necessarily the order. That is TBC. But some cracking games in store tomorrow. And all 8 teams will be looking for a spot in the semi-final and the chance to play for a medal. Well, Sarah, those are some interesting quarter-finals there. Your thoughts on the pool stages?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some games and results that we haven't expected, haven't we? But that's, typical of sport. It makes it really interesting, and I think given the format of this tournament and the quarterfinals, the real important game is that match, and anything can happen. So despite teams coming fourth in the group stages, we have seen them go through before now to the next stage, in this case, which would be the semi-final. So exciting things to come.
And a rare win for New Zealand over Germany. That will put them in good spirits.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Mark Hager, rightly so, said to them at half-time to get things on target, and it was that third quarter for them that made all the difference. Germany trying to fight back in the fourth quarter and get something, but absolutely, Charlotte Harrison was fantastic for them today.
Okay, so the Argentina Hockey World League final moves into the knockout stages, which start tomorrow with all 4 quarter-final. Thank you very much for your company here this afternoon. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hockey